President Trump on the ground in Davos now, meeting with world leaders and business giants from all over the planet, but just not the Russians. One Russian bigwig reportedly complaining that Americans are dodging Russians right and left at the Swiss Alps shindig of the World Economic Forum, partly because a sanctioned bombshell is apparently about to be dropped on Russian elites, including Russia's most powerful banker, Andrey Kostin of VTB Bank, which already has been sanctioned, the bank itself. VTB Bank Chairman and President Andrey Kostin joins me now from Davos. What about that, Andrey? Are Americans in Davos avoiding you Russians?
Well, I don't know. I know that the member of our government was quoted to say that, but I'm not meeting any officials, at least. I'm meeting only the bankers, and we do have meetings with the American bankers. They're all colleagues of mine. I know them for more than a dozen years, and there's business as usual. But I never asked for any American official to meet me, because that's not part of my job, frankly speaking.
Which banks, which American banks are you meeting with?
You know, we work with a lot of banks, and J.P. Morgan, Citigroup, Bank of America, Bank of New York. So we will all have a relationship with them. We all have business with these banks.
So President Trump is going to have a dinner with a group of international business leaders. You're not on the invite
list. Russians are not included. Russians are not included. Now, as we understand, and I think it will be dangerous for Mr. Trump to meet Russian bankers, because I'm always asked here by your colleagues whether I ever deal with Mr. Kushner, with Mr. Trump, whether I ever gave money to them. Never. I never saw anybody from the Trump family. I never gave money to anybody from the Trump family or key assistants. So that's why I'm probably not included, because I'm not a partner. But as I understand, Mr. Trump is focusing on European CEOs and business, particularly trying to invite them to invest in America and have a dialogue with European business. Well, Russians are not included, definitely.
You do know that there is this apparent list that's coming out, and you may be on it, that there will be this new list of sanctions that target individual Russian business moguls and oligarchs. What is your reaction to the prospect that you financially may be cut off personally from doing deals outside of Russia?
Well, I'm much less concerned about personal. You know, we all know that we will die sooner or later. Are you afraid of this? I think it's better not. The list of sanction list doesn't depend on me. My bank is conducting a very good policy, transparent, open, and we are conducting good business, and we have no complaints on the part of the OFAC or other American organizations that we did violate any regulations of any law. If myself and my bank, which is much worse, to be punished, that is because of the political elite in America thinks that Mr. Putin is doing the wrong thing. But I can't very much influence this, so I just have to wait and see and then act according to the conditions.
You've always come on the show. You've never said no to me for an interview, but the perception is, Andrey, that you're radioactive. You're too close to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Kremlin owns more than 50% of your bank, and I'm sure you've heard that there's this investigation going on into whether the president had any link to Russia or specifically your bank. You've just said that you had no contacts with anybody. The Trump organization, you've never lent any money. But there's a guy named Felix Sater who's done work with the Trump organization, cooperating with the Department of Justice, and said VTB was going to lend money for Trump Tower Moscow. What do you say to that?
It's a lie. It's a lie. He's a crook. He's a crook, and he's lying.
Simple as that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As simple as that.
And speaking of perception, they think you were a KGB spy. Did you ever do spying for the KGB?
Never, never, ever. I swear, and you know, I never lie to the press.
But, Andrey, I feel like you're in a very difficult position, especially because you run a bank, and now that bank cannot do massive opportunity deals here in the United States. You were with me right here on this set in 2012, and you had great hopes. You were about to open a new branch. Right now, that's not happened here. You are in 20 other countries. To whom are your allegiances? Is it the Kremlin, who owns a big chunk of your bank, or is it to all of your shareholders to do what's best and figure out a way to get out from under these sanctions?
Please, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. We conduct a very clear policy we are the bank, just the same as any other joint stock company in the world, and we are part of this geopolitical game, and I think the Russian side is not very much responsible for this. I think that the American side, we decided to go on this way of sanctions, which I think is very damaging for the global economy, for Russia as well, of course. And I can say you, no businessman, I know at least, said that it was a right and good thing. And I think we are on here, you know, the truth is behind us, and that's why I'm so calm.
I know you have a very tight schedule. A lot of people want to meet with you. If you pass President Trump, would you wave hello on the street in Davos?
Mr. Trump will not recognize me because you never met me, and he doesn't know me. But I can wave him like this because, well, I think it's interesting how he is conducting his, you know, war of one person against, it seems, the whole world.